Hi everyone, Charlie Bush, Sequim City Manager here. This is a quick recap video of an email I just sent to the City Council. This is my weekly update recap, and the first item is the Olympic Housing Trust. So there is a meeting scheduled tonight at 7 p.m. for the Olympic Housing Trust, and I am able to attend, so we'll finally get some more details on this new partnership. And I am recommending to Council that a regional approach to affordable housing is a really effective way to go, and that we take a look at this as a first step in affordable housing encouragement, not only here in Sequim but within the region, because units built anywhere in the region within our commute area are good for us, good for the other communities, and certainly units built in Sequim are also good for the region. So there's a lot of reason to work together. We also all have limited resources, and this is a complex, specialized issue, or set of issues, so we will benefit from collaborating. So I'm going to go to this initial meeting, see what's entailed, see what's involved, and report back to Council after this meeting next week or in the weeks thereafter, and we'll start to scope our involvement in the effort. Second up, the Pickleball Courts. They're planned out at Kerry Blake Park. It's been a bit of an issue with those in that the Sequim Picklers have not retained an engineering firm. They have been working with an architect to develop bid-ready plans as a part of the project, and engineering on those plans is really important, and unfortunately that's a step that was not taken, and we're ready to go out to bid. We've got a road project on the southern side of the park, as well as a water line under that road that need to be completed as a part of our Kerry Blake Park master plan. And we're trying to combine the pickleball project with the other projects that I just mentioned, the water line and the road, and we're running out of time because we need to have pavement bid out very soon in order to meet the paving season. So the result is we're just letting Council know we're breaking the two projects apart. Pickleball will go separately when it's ready, after the engineering work is done and it's bid ready, and we're going to move forward with the road and the water line right away. So that was an update for Council to get that on their radar. We are meeting with the Sequim Picklers actively on the project, both on a use agreement for the courts once they're constructed, as well as on the capital project itself. The Youth Services Task Force, we had a meeting last Friday. It was productive to talk about the results of the Youth Summit that occurred. And there were a bunch of project ideas, there are a bunch of collaborations that are in their budding stages as a result of the effort. The next steps are to reconvene the Youth Summit participants with our Youth Services Task Force, and to look at soliciting additional input from more youth in the community, possibly through a survey. So that is all in the works. I had a meeting, as did Mayor Dennis Smith, with County Commissioner Mark Ozias. We meet with him every month. And this month we talked about homelessness, human services, and economic development topics. That meeting occurred yesterday. The Sequim Service Fest date has been a moving target. Sequim Service Fest is an event we're planning for 2018 in partnership with many organizations, with the principals being Habitat for Humanity and the First Federal Foundation. And efforts are underway. We have a September event that we've planned as an opportunity to, one, both name our neighborhoods in the community, in the city, that we're working on determining the boundaries for those, but to then go forward and name them. And second, to generate projects for the 2018 Sequim Service Fest. There'll be certain boundaries for the types of projects that can be done by Habitat caravanners. These are folks that travel around the country in RVs, and by volunteers here in the community. There'll be some boundaries, but nonetheless, we want to get together with neighborhood members, brainstorm great projects, have a good working list, and be able to use that to really feed the Service Fest we're planning in 2018, which is a 2-week period where we'll have a whole bunch of projects ongoing. So I'm updating the Council on that, and I'm sending them a placeholder for their calendars if they are so inclined to join us for the meeting in September. So that meeting in September, the planning meeting for naming neighborhoods and service projects, is planned for September 9th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Guy Cole Center, the new mini convention center, revised, improved mini convention center down at Kerry Blake Park in Sequim. And then lastly, we received a request during the council meeting for information about Habitat for Humanity homes built in Sequim. And I received a response from Habitat. There are 11 Habitat homes in Sequim, including 1 on Prairie Street, 3 on Pine Street, and 7 on Mazzy Court. And these builds began in the late 90s in 1998. The last one was completed in 2012. And in order to do additional builds with Habitat, there are things like land donations and fee waivers that typically are a part of the discussion. So I was just giving council a heads up on that as well. That's a discussion we're planning for 2018 with council to talk through affordable housing policy and how we want to approach it in our community. It's one of the council's priorities. Last up, I will be out Thursday and Friday, tomorrow and the next day. And so I was just reminding council of that, and Joe Irvin, our assistant city manager, will be acting in my absence. And that's it for the weekly update for this week. Shooting here from the council chambers, just somewhere a little bit different. Hope you enjoyed the backdrop, and have a good one. Take care.